Welcome to this rules overview video for Pikit, a game full of surprises, where luck, low blows and quick thinking all come together. Pikit is a dice game for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up, that plays in about 20 minutes. During the game, you will roll dice to take kaiju cards, which represent giant monsters, or, if you're lucky, mecha cards, which represent huge robots. You may play your cards to use their effects, or keep them in your hand until the end of the game to gain their points. Don't hesitate to play your cards to gain even more points or make your opponents lose them. Start by taking the card holder from the box, then give a player aid to each player. Then place the 6 mecha cards with their corresponding double token and set the wound tokens nearby. Shuffle the kaiju cards and place them in the card holder face down to make the deck. You will use the other side of the card holder as the discard. Important: when playing with 2 players, you must remove 2 kaiju cards of values 1 to 8 from the deck. Then draw 8 kaiju cards and place them face up in the center of the table. Then, taking turns, prepare your starting hand. Take a card and place it in front of you, face up. Repeat this until you reach or exceed a total value of 10. Once everyone has drawn their hand, take your cards into your hand. From now on, keep your hand secret from the other players until the end of the game. Finally, place the dice in the box. You're now ready to play. Starting with the youngest player, then continuing clockwise, take turns until the end of the game. On your turn, take the following actions in order. First off, roll the dice. You can then play as many of your kaiju cards as you want to use their effects. To play a card, place it in the discard, then apply its effect. Each kaiju has a different effect, such as re-rolling the dice, stealing a card from an opponent, changing the result of a die, or even blocking an opponent's card. All these effects are explained on your player aid. Depending on your dice roll, you can now take 1 or more cards from the 8 cards available in the center of the table. You can choose either 1 card that matches the sum of both dice, 1 card that matches the difference of both dice, or 2 cards that match the face of one, or both dice. But if no cards match the dice, you don't take anything. To end your turn, reveal cards from the deck until there are once again 8 available in the center of the table. Now it's the next player's turn. When you roll a pair with your dice roll, you have 2 additional options. If the corresponding mecha is on the table, you can take it into your hand. Place its token in front of you to show everyone it's in your hand. However, if the mecha is in another player's hand, you can try to steal it from them by drawing a card from their hand. Reveal the stolen card and add it to your hand, whether it's the targeted mecha or not. If the stolen card is the mecha, take its token and place it in front of you. The end of the game is triggered as soon as the deck is empty. Play a final turn, then determine your score. The player with the most Kaiju 1 cards gains 15 points and flips their player aid to show they gained this bonus. Then add the following points to determine your score. Each kaiju is worth the points shown on their card. Each mecha is worth 15 points. Finally, calculate your bonuses and penalties. In this example, your bonus is worth 15 points, but your wound makes you lose 3 points. The player with the highest score wins the game. In case of tie, the player with the fewest cards wins. There you go, you're now ready for your first game of Pikit. Psst, one last tip for the road? Don't wait too long to play your cards. Their effects can make a big difference.